your passion does not have to be your job. Okay?
Exactly.
Yan. So, yung job mo, pwedeng iba yan. Yan yung pinagkakitaan mo. Pero, on that side, dapat you have to have that passion pa rin that makes you feel alive. Kasi ang hirap nun, ang lungkot ng buhay kung trabaho ka lang.
Okay, another episode of Miss Miranda Off Air. And since nandito na din si Miss January, lubos-lubusin na natin yung time na meron tayo sa kanya. So for today, since na-mention niya kanina sa part 1 na aming video about sa passion, let's ask her some questions about it. Alright. Passion or career or finding your passion. How do you find your passion ba? Kasi yan yung madalas na question eh. Okay, gusto ko to, gusto ko yan. Gusto ko ng photography, gusto ko ng painting. How do you find your passion?
Okay, well, first of all, you should ask yourself, ano ba talaga ang gusto mong gawin sa buhay mo? Or ano ba talaga yung gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo? So for me, again, the path going or that way para mahanap mo yung passion mo is never an easy thing, correct? But it's just a matter of willingness to try what you haven't tried before. So first of all, kailangan mo na malaman kung ano ba yung kakayanan mo, ano ba yung abilities mo,
Yes.
at kaya mo bang i-overcome yung mga handicaps or yung mga whatever it is that may be stopping you. And normally, it is yourself. Your biggest competitor or your biggest fear is yourself.
Yeah.
Diba? I mean, that's true to all. And if you look deeper into yourselves, maintindihan niyo yung sinasabi ko. And I think you would agree with me if you would say na, hindi mo pinursuin yung isang bagay kasi takot ka. Or hindi ka naniniwala sa sarili mo na kaya mong gawin yun. Diba?
Hindi ba parang ano yun? Kasi sometimes, I don't know, may mga voices tayong naririnig na nagpupush sa atin na gawin mo to. Or meron naman yung certain thing na kahit na gusto mo yung isang bagay, hindi mo siya mapupush kasi parang hindi mo naririnig yun eh. Tapos sasabihin ng ibang tao, yun nga, yung parang natatakot ka. Saan na ba papunta yung tanong ko? Parang, ganito po ba kayo?
Okay naman. I think I do agree with that. Because sometimes there's a powerful voice behind you that pushes you to do or motivates you to do something that you think you want to do. Diba? On the other hand, meron din naman yung parang, the voice is too faint. Mahina lang siya. Or minsan sabi mo nga, parang wala naman ako naririnig to make me push this further.
Yes.
Right? So ano ba kasi yung voice na yan? Minsan, it could be ikaw din. It's also your mind. There's a possibility kasi na ang mga tao nag-overthink. And I think that's pretty normal. Like, when you want to do something, maraming possibility na nag-iisip ka, tama ba to? Or carry ko ba to? And
May pera ba dito?
may pera ba dito? Exactly. Kasi minsan, yun na nga mahirap makita kung saan yung direction na gusto mong puntahan. Na are you just pursuing your passion because it's something that you love to do? Or because you want that passion to turn into something profitable? Diba? So, you have to distinguish that. But of course, much better kung pagkakitaan mo or may kumakuha kang anda, diba?
Yes.
sa passion mo, which is the ideal thing. But it doesn't happen all the time. Like, meron din naman yung iba na na-pursue nga nila yung passion nila, pero mahirap sila.
Yeah.
Although, masaya sila sa ginagawa nila. So, ano ba yun? Is it when you want to be happy with what you're doing, you feel the fulfillment when you do it? Or gusto mo lang talaga magkapera? Yan.
Okay.
So, try to determine first kung ano talaga yung gusto mong mangyari. So, well and good if you could get money from that, but if you don't get money from it, it's fine. Kasi your passion does not have to be your job. Okay? Yan. So, yung job mo, pwedeng iba yan. Yan yung pinagkakitaan mo. Pero, on that side, dapat you have to have that passion pa rin that makes you feel alive. Kasi ang hirap nun, ang lungkot ng buhay kung trabaho ka lang. Like yung normal life mo lang or normal routine mo lang is to wake up in the morning and then prepare to go to work. At the end of the day, you're done with work and then you're just gonna sleep without doing anything that you love to do in your life, right? So, remember na okay lang na i-pursue ang passion mo kahit pagod ka na. Okay lang na i-pursue ang passion mo kahit pagod ka na. And I think yun naman yun eh. Kahit pagod ka, basta alam mo namang masaya ka doon sa ginagawa mo, then just go for it. So I think yun yung first step, that you need to acknowledge na your passion is not necessarily something that you can get money out of, and something that could make you happy and you're willing to dedicate time doing.
Exactly. So, hindi mo na kailangan matorn na sa options. Kasi madalas ito yung options. Naging topic namin dito, ito before sa radio.
Yeah.
Passion, I mean, a job that pays or a job that makes you happy.
Correct.
So, minsan din kasi kapag yung passion mo, hindi naman masusustain yung mga responsibilidad na kailangan mo sa buhay. And it's really, really difficult. So, ayun, hindi pala necessary. Pwede mo namang pagsabayin yun.
Oo. Kung kaya ng bandwidth mo, bakit hindi?
Yes. At saka, kung ano naman, kung may market value yung passion mo, edi mas maganda pa.
Yes, much better kung gano'n, diba?
So, dapat pala handa ka. Sa nasabi mo kanina na handa ka na masaktan. Wow!
Hugot. Hugot ka, girl.
Parang handa ka na masaktan kung gusto mong i-push yung passion mo.
Kasi hindi siya madali. Diba?
Okay. Kailan mo masasabi na worth it na i-sacrifice mo yung trabaho mo para sa passion?
Oh, wow. Yan, siguro, if I could remember, there was a time in my life where I had to choose between the career that I'm pursuing and a better job abroad. Sabihin natin ganyan. So, okay, let's talk about that time na I was in a job that I really love to do. And I love the people who are with me. And siguro, that was the time before I went to China. Parang, I felt that I have everything. Kasi happy ako sa mga kasama ko. I love what I do. I love my students. I love my boss. Yeah. But, it's not paying enough. Sadly, diba? I mean, there's probably a time when you probably felt that na okay naman yung job ko, pero parang yung effort na binibigay ko, kulang dun sa kinikita ko, diba? So,
madalas na problema.
Madalas na problema yun. I think that's a common question, especially sa mga bata pa, diba? Sa mga millennials ngayon. Ano ba talaga yung mas importante, right? So, you have to make that, again, a conscious decision kung ano ba talaga. If it may help, I use a certain way of method to do or to make decision making easier.
Okay.
So this is, how do I call that again? Ayan siya. You list down, so on one side, if like there's a paper, list down all of the things that makes you feel good about it.
Okay.
So yung advantages mo, list it down as much as you can think of. On the other side of the paper, you could list down everything that is negative about it. Alright? And then, for each item, lagyan mo ng point system from 1 to 10. So, how strongly do you feel about that? 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. And then, i-sum up mo siya. So, kung ano yung pinakamataas, go for that. Ayan.
Okay. Sige. Maganda yun. I-metrics din natin.
Yes.
Hindi lang puro
Isip-isip. At feelings na feelings.
Okay. Ano ba yung basis? For example, since na-mention din natin yung happiness. Sa isang trabaho ba kailangan masaya ka?
Ideally, yes. But again, that's why they call it ideally. Diba? Pero sad din naman na yun na lang yung ginagawa mo sa buong buhay mo. Kasi nga, kailangan mo lang kumita ng pera or kailangan mo lang ng pambuhay sa pamilya mo or sa sarili mo. So, ideally, dapat masaya ka sa ginagawa mo or sa trabaho mo. Kasi, yun naman dapat yung main goal natin. But of course, hindi nangyayari yun. Okay? So, when do you have to choose your happiness versus the money that you're getting? Okay? So, yun yung question siguro na I've also been through. But, since na-outweigh nung isang decision, yung other decision, then I had to make that choice na kung ano yung mas mabigat mas magiging impactful for me, not only in the short term, but in the long term. So, tingnan nyo yung current situation nyo ngayon. And then, after 5 years, where are you going to be? And where do you want to be? And then the 10 years. So, you have to have that seer effect. You have to visualize where you want to be. It's very powerful kasi, yan, if you have read The Secret, yan. You have to visualize. You have to tell the universe what you want to be. And kung may vision board ka, do that. Kasi isa yun sa magiging guide mo or magiging, how can I say, a powerful driving force for you to be where you want to be in the future. So don't consider yung ngayon lang. Consider mo din yung short term mo, yung the next 5 years, and then the next 10 years. Kasi gano'n naman yung adulting, di ba? don't act on your emotions or sa tingin mo kasi ito yung nararamdaman ko ngayon, hindi ganon. As an adult, you have to be conscious of that, na alam mo dapat yung gusto mo in the near future and in the far future.
So, yun. That's the secret pala. Hindi lang puro feelings lahat.
Totoo.
Okay. Paano nyo nahanap yung kung saan talaga kayo?
Try and try until you succeed. Doon ko siguro nakita yung sabi nilang, yung quote na yan. Na you just have to try it and then kasi how will you know if you haven't tried it? Diba? There's no way for you to know what it is or how it is to be in that situation if you haven't tried it yet. Of course, there may be times na mahirap man siya, pero kung para sa'yo talaga yan, ma-overcome mo siya. Pero kung hindi para sa'yo, ikaw na mismo yung bibigay. Or yung situation or your circumstance na mismo ang magbabago para sa'yo. Kasi I think yun eh. What you think and what you perceive sa universe or give out to the universe just comes back to you.
Pero minsan kalaban kasi natin yung oras.
Yeah.
Masasayang oras ko dito, I'm gonna stay. Sige, magti-teacher ako ng 5 taon. 5 taon kang nagtiis, ngayon nahirapan ka na. Oh shucks, mag-change career ako. Gusto kong pumunta na ng photography. Pero nag-stay na ako dito ng 5 years.
Okay, that's a needless worry. Alright? Kasi nga, you don't know what the future holds.
Yes.
And I think this is a common problem or notion that people have na parang nasa comfort zone ka na kasi.
Yes.
You've been doing that for a very long time that you feel na ikaw na yun. May security ka na, okay na yung pamilya mo dyan, and proud sila kasi yun ang ginagawa mo for a long time. And you already have that niche. Yung identity mo nandun na din, di ba?
Yes.
Pero, if you go to another field or another career, if you shift that career, where would you be? Saan ka pupulutin after
Parang
this?
start to zero.
Back to zero. Nakakatakot siya because honestly, I also made that transition 2 years ago. The job or the company that I was working for had to close down for some reason, which I love that company. I loved what I was doing. I love the people who I'm working with. But wala na eh. It's beyond my control. So I needed to find another job that would give me the money and at the same time something that I love. Diba?
Okay.
Ang hirap. Or to do something that you love and then go back to zero. Na parang basic salary ka ulit. Nakakalukot, of course. Kasi yung lifestyle mo na okay na eh.
Oo.
Ang hirap mag-adjust ulit sa bagong lifestyle. Especially kung wala kang pera. To sustain that lifestyle.
Nakapag-ipon, kunyari.
Nakakatakot yun. But you just need to take the plunge and believe na may mangyayari sa'yo. Kasi alam mo naman yung abilities mo, alam mo yung capacity mo as a person. So you just need to believe in that and invest in that again. And show to the world that this is who I am and this is what you'll get from me. This is my quality. So don't lower your standards. If you're going to a career shift or career change, present to them what you have to offer. And be confident in it. Diba? Kasi makikita nila yan sa'yo. And eventually, if they see that, they would recognize that hindi ka man magsa-start dun sa kung where you left off, but at least halfway, diba? Then you could work your way up. You cannot always be on top. So you also need to learn how to deal when you are in the middle or in between or below.
Yun ang maganda kung marunong ka mag-start to zero or kung hindi lahat ng plans mo ay nagiging successful.
Yes. At saka yung pride. Walang magagawang pride, guys.
Okay. So yun, mga kabataan, at the end of the day, na hindi lang puro heart ang pinapairal, kailangan mo din magkaroon ng goals in life.
Yes.
So, hindi pwedeng ipaglaban mo palagi sa parents mo na ito kasi yung gusto ko, ito yung mahal ko, ito yung passion ko. So, kailangan i-consider mo din yung mga factors. Consider mo din yung sarili mo, i-consider mo din yung magiging sino ka after, like
Yes.
what Miss January said, after 5 years or after 10 years. Kasi, in reality, mahirap talaga i-pursue ang passion. So, ayun, kailangan magaling kang dumiskarte din.
Yes.
Pwede mo namang pagsabayan. So, yan, hindi nyo na pala kailangan mamili. Hindi na kailangan na maging struggle yun sa mga nagkakaroon ng for those who are torn between their passion and the reality, na sabi nila. So there you have it. Any final say?
Okay, if there's one thing I would probably say to myself, like 10 years, it's never to be afraid. Okay, don't be scared of the what ifs and what could have, but just be there. Just be in the moment, enjoy what you have right now. But if you have to make the more difficult choice, don't be afraid to try, because there's no way of knowing where you can be and how successful you may become if you try. There you go.
Try. That's the word for today. TRY, try.
Yes.
Where can you get pala advice? For example, syempre kailangan din nila yung mga yun.
Yeah.
Kasi hindi lang pala yung sarili mo yung pakinggan mo. Kailangan mo din pakinggan yung mga tao sa paligid.
Yes.
Bonus na lang to. Sino yung mga papakinggan mo?
Okay.
Sino yung naging guide mo?
Ayan. Siguro, sa akin kasi, the biggest mentor that I have is myself. Alright? But of course, how did I get that? I read books. Okay? So if there are times na conflicted ka na when it comes to things, and there aren't enough people who are willing to listen to you and support you, which sadly happens then. Na minsan nakala may family mo yung babakat sa'yo, pero minsan hindi pa sila yung supportive. But find a good support system. Support system may be your friends, your family, or anyone. Kahit nga hindi mo kakilala eh. Minsan sila pa yung best na person who could guide you.
Oo daw, kasi lesser and judgment.
Lesser judgment. Yeah. So anyway, I'm a life coach too. So I do life coaching. And if you do have some questions and things that you want to ask and advice, well, I don't give that, but I will definitely guide you to find that answer within yourselves. Ayun, the answer is always within you. You never stop because a life coach.
There you have it. And yung katulad ng nasabi niya kanina, read
Yes.
books.
Read books. Read a lot of books. Huwag lang kayo puro YouTube or Netflix and chill. No. Invest in your knowledge. Magbasa din kayo. Listen to podcasts. And there's a plethora of knowledge base that we could get out there na free and available. So take advantage of those times and those things and make better use of your time.
Do you have any suggestions, any book that, when it comes to career guidance or finding your passion, finding your purpose, mga ganyang libro
Several
na
siguro,
magandang i-suggest?
Yes, sure. Kasi currently, what I am reading is The Atomic Habits. So that is a very powerful thing because it's making little changes in your life that could have a significant impact in your future. But of course, James Clear, right? Yeah. Okay, it's James Clear's Atomic Habits. And the purpose-driven life is something that I have also used, but that was years ago na eh. Matagal na siya. It's like a combination of a journal, and then my guide siya na every day, this is what you have to do, but a little bit on the religious side. And Psychology of Winning is something that, to have a winning mindset. Ayan. Ano pa ba? The Secret, kasi powerful din siya.
Secret ba talaga? Hindi
The secret. It's not a secret anymore. Correct. So all you need to do is know what that is. Who moved my cheese? So it's about getting out of your comfort zone and then trying, and going out of that comfort zone and doing things to be better. Ayan.
Okay.
Dami na.
And
there's more. There's actually a lot more.
Gusto ko yung last, yung trees, na po
Who Moved My Cheese?
Who Moved My Cheese?
It's a very thin book, parang lang siya, less than 100 pages. So I think it's medyo pangbata yung story niya. Ayan. So it seems very childish at first kasi nga parang ang babaw niya, but the deeper meaning and the message is really something that would resonate to all of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yun. Plunge.
Take
Do the
plunge.
do.
Yes. Take the plunge and do the do.
Thank you so much. And always remember, you are beautiful. Right? Like
Bye.
and subscribe and hit the notification bell.